Anthropic CEO recently released a statement stating that the software engineering going to be kind of obsolete between 6 to 8 months. For example, see this. This is something the website which I developed it using Cursor, where exactly the model I'm using it is Opus 4.6 with a 1 million contacts window. I just gave a simple prompt stating that create me a course landing page, for example. So it start developing me become a full stack developer in 12 weeks. It is able to develop the entire stuff. It is able to create, even if let's see how enroll button work. Yeah, it is working. So now this is everything written with the help of Cursor. So this is all the code it has written. For example, if you see there are multiple files, it used script.js, it created style.css, it created index.html. It is able to be in an agentic mode, and it is able to start performing it. And in order to work on it with the latest docs, now here you can see I'm using Opus 4.6 with a 1 million context window. Now, let's be very simple. Now, I'm able to create a beautiful website with the help of Cursor or with the help of this AI or an agentic AI with a zero writing of code. I'm not writing anything, but what exactly you need to have. For example, this is something giving it to a customer. So now let's say I'm a developer or I'm a company who develop websites to various people. Let's say I develop this course landing website and this is purely done by an AI. Suddenly, this is showing some sort of works or this website is not really working. So now this entire code is written by again the AI. Now the major issue going to be in order to fix it, obviously it need to be a software developer. He know how things are really working. And apart from it, how things are really working, if any bugs come, he is the only one who can fix those bugs. So now if this is going to be the cycle. Now, even in the olden days, we got various easy drag and drop tools to build the websites with a single command or with a simple drag and drop, you're able to build the websites. But when you're trying to work on something more customized, I think we cannot do it without a software developer. So, without a software developer, doing that is pretty much impossible. You must have a software developer if I want to build something more customized. So, that's what this is. Now, if you are able to take it, now as a developer, let's take a situation, I'm a developer and I can use this agentic tools or I'm able to use this AI code editors or I'm able to use this latest models. So to make my task even more easier. So I don't need to go and search code from Stack Overflow and all of this and hours and hours. I'm able to get it quickly with the help of this kind of tools. I'm able to build greater things. But here, so the code is writing by it, but I am the one who is directing the route. So that's where the latest tweet is quoted by one of the guy. We already know him. Andre Karpati quoted one thing called as, instead of saying it as a vibe coding, he called it as agentic engineering. So agentic because new default is that you are not writing the code directly 99% of the time, right? So I'm not really writing the code. I'm just giving a prompt. So the agent is trying to do that. And what exactly we are doing is, so now we are able to look at it, we are able to see, is it in a right track? Is it going in a right direction? So now, is it able to give the best? Are we setting the right guardrails to it? Are we setting the right prompt templates to it? So now, if it is writing some very important functionality, we are reviewing it. So now that's what we are doing it. So now it's called agentic engineering. So there is an art and science and expertise to it. Basically, it's not just about using an agents to write a code for you. You are optimizing the agents to get the best code for you possible at a lesser amount of time. So now with the help of this agentic AI, practically speaking, I no need to have a lot of developers. I need to have a lesser amount of developers, but I cannot really remove all the developers. So we are seeing this traction which is happening right now in most of the industries by integrating AI coding tools plus humans or experienced software developers. We are able to get the things, we are able to ship the products so quickly than using pure coding. And the second one is, if they are purely relying on agentic tools like this Cursor AI coder and all of this, the chance of getting errors are more if you are purely relying only on them. So it need to be a direction from a human, and writing is from this agentic AI tools. We don't know how exactly it go means, like how well it can go for. And one more thing, so these agentic models or this LLMs going to hallucinate. So in order to reduce that hallucination, what we are doing, even if you look at this cursor, we are trying to feed a lot of context window. I'm able to feed my code repo, or I'm able to provide various MCP servers. If you see here, I'm providing various MCP servers. It can be an Atlassian, or I'm able to provide Google, or I can provide Chrome developer tools, or I can feed Figma, or I can feed GitHub code repos, or I'm able to feed means like up-to-date documentations in order to get the latest code possible, or you are able to provide various rules to your LLM models or to your agents to follow those rules and in order to work according to the structure of your coding. So obviously you are able to get a code based on your company requirements. So these are the kind of achievements we are able to do it, so by using it. So now by setting all of these settings, what going to happen, you are able to write a code at a shorter time, more like a human wave. You're able to reduce the bugs. You're able to ship the products more quickly. So now you are not really automating software developers. There need to be lesser software and more skilled software developers who are able to ship it more quickly. So now the brain is the human, where exactly your worker is your agent. So that's how it's going to work. So the manager is your software developer and the worker is going to be your agents. So that's where we are able to progress. Let's see. This is all a prediction, but most often software engineering may not be absolute, but most often we will be developing various websites with the help of, as Andre quoted, it's going to be more like what is that, agentic engineering. And the next news going to be, as I said, so now Anthropic released another model called Opus 4.6. So the major idea behind it is they're going to have 1 million context window. So what exactly meant by this 1 million context window, if you see even here in the chatting, if I hover on top of it, it is, if I just click on the model, Opus 4.6 fast, it is having a 1 million context window. If I go to Opus 4.5, it is having 2 lakh context window. What exactly a context window? Now you got a huge code repos, you got a huge documents on how to write a code, or you got a huge documents on previous conversations. Now when you are saying 2 lakh context window at a time, it is able to look up to only 2 lakh context window and it is able to give a response. So now the ability of your LLM models, the hallucination can be reduced. So with the more context I provided, the better it going to give a quality response. Now when you're limiting it only to 2 lakh context window, so the chances of writing a high quality code going to be reduced. Now the Opus 4.6, so when I used it for a max mode in cursor, it is able to use its maximum 1 million context window and it is able to start providing me a response. So now it is able to use the max 1 million context window at a code repo level, at external document level, at a prompt level, and all of this, and is able to give a quality response. So that's what this Opus 4.6 is doing. That is the latest model, and it is really doing well as we are testing with various use cases on software development, data science, machine learning, AI, and ML. It's doing brilliant tasks when compared to other models. So Opus 4.6 is really doing because of its thinking ability, reasoning ability, agentic behavior, as well as its context window. And the next one going to be the next news which I see is open clone. So, or we call it as maltbot and all of this. There is names for it. So, the open clone is basically an agent where you can install it on your system. You can install it on your Mac, or you can install it on your Windows. You can install it on your Linux machines. And what exactly it can do? We all know agentic behavior. It is able to work on the activities, means we are installing this bot or you are installing this models. Either you can install OpenAI models or Anthropic models, or you can install any open source models in your system, and where it can do the activities, like it is able to connect to your WhatsApp, Telegram, Discord, Slack, Signal, messages, so like GitHub, Gmail, browser, Twitter, so any of these particular sites, and it is able to perform agentic activities for you, and the data breach is not happening. Everything is in your system locally, it is running, it is able to do a lot of tasks, and where exactly people are using this open clone to perform various crazy activities, it is able to start doing stock investments and all of that. So like if you want to really have an agent to be installed in your system, and if you want to really play around it, yes, so like you are able to start using this, where these are some of the features. You can really run it on your system, you can chat with it, means like you can make this agent to chat with any of the connective sites. So it is able to have the memory. So there are two types of memory basically called long-term memory and a short-term memory, or providing both. Browser control, full system access, and skills plus sign so plugins. So now you are able to start adding your own extra plugins. You are able to make it more customized to your own requirement. So that's what this OpenClone is. If you are interested, you can give a try of this. And the next one going to be your LTX2 for developing a production grade videos. So LTX2, it's a open source. So now in case if you are from the field of AI machine learning, you're pretty much aware of installing the weights, fine tuning it, pre-training it, or we call it as a transfer learning. So you're able to download the weights of this LTX model where it's an AI generation model. So it's one of the best of in the video generation space. If you want to give it a try, you can install the model and you are able to try it, fine tune it. So this is the GitHub repo, and this is where you are able to download the Hugging Face model. You can fine tune it, or you are able to start accessing the model from the scratch in your system. And even here as well, LTX, you're able to start creating an API key and you can start using it. If you are not a programmer and if you still want to use it, yes, you can start taking an API key and you can start using it for video generation creation. And the next one is Kling AI. So now this is another one for video generation. If you are really curious, if you want to design ads, if you are into marketing, if you want to use various videos for your content creation, yes, I think Kling going to play a role, as well as LTX2 also plays a role. But this two, for example, Kling creates hardly 15 to 20-second clips at a high quality level. Means like emotional content can be really created with Kling. So now if you want to give it a try, this is the page which you have it, and the links are there even in the description. So now to summarize it, so we discussed about one which is called as, do a software engineering job going to be absolute? I don't think so really, but the number of software developers needed to do a work going to be drastically can be reduced. We can have a quality few software engineers to do the activity. And the second one going to be, so we made a shift from vibe coding to agentic engineering. So that's what we saw with the cursor as well. So now cursor is able to write, or any of these platforms are able to write a lot of code, but we want someone who can really direct these agents in a right direction, as well as we are able to verify the code written whether it is right or wrong. So now that's where we are able to head towards, called agentic engineering. And third, we saw about Opus 4.6, which got a 1 million context window, and we saw about OpenClone, LTX2, Clink. So this is what all about this week news. So for more updates, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel.